Today we shall pass on to illustration 7 under 3-column cash book. We shall pass on to it. 3-column cash book. As usual, in the books of Uday Kumar, listen to how I am drawing the columns. Illustration 7. Date, particulars, receipt number, ledger folio, discount, cash, bank. Bank. That is date, particulars, receipt number, ledger folio, discount allowed, cash, bank. This is for debit side, so we can write data. And the same 7 columns with a small change on the credit side also. The same date, particulars, then voucher number, ledger folio, discount received, cash, and the last column, bank. This is for credit side. Cash, discount received or earned, ledger folio, VN, voucher number, particulars, date. I remind you once again, there are 14 columns, out of which 7 on the debit side, left hand side, and the remaining 7 on the right hand side. This is in the books of Uday Kumar. The books of Uday Kumar. Kumar, 3-column cash book. Three-column cash book. Right. Now we shall start doing illustration number 7. 2017 September. 2017 September. Cash balance. Cash balance. Here, listen carefully. This one. To balance brought down on what date? On 1st. On 1st, September 1st. To balance brought down, it is the cash balance and therefore in the cash column 25,000. Listen carefully, the other balance, that is bank balance. Bank balance creditor it is given. Bank balance creditor. Usually in other problems, what we have seen so far, cash balance, bank balance, side by side, one by one it is given. In the case what we write, you write only once balance brought down here, in cash balance in the cash column, bank balance in the bank column. But what is there especially, bank balance creditor. In that case, what we should write? We should write on the credit side with the same particulars, that is by balance brought down. The bank column 13,070. This is the amount. You should understand the difference. If it is simply given cash balance and the bank balance, we used to write the ordinary balance only on the debit side. By giving the particulars column to balance brought down, cash column, cash amount, and the bank column, bank amount. But here what is the speciality? It is given credit balance. Sometimes it may be given bank overdraft. Even if it is bank overdraft, you should write on the credit side only. See, be very careful in writing the balance. If you change the sides by mistake, the entire problem will be wrong then. You must be very careful. Okay, this is also on 1st, September 1st. Then, okay. Then on 3rd, paid into bank. On 3rd, paid into bank. Once again, as a matter of revision, you can consider this. When amount is paid into bank, bankla panam podum, cash goes out. 15,000 cash goes out. What all going out, what all paid, what all going out this side, what all received, what all coming in this side. So, this cash goes out and it comes into the bank. 15,000. So, when cash is paid into bank, from the business cash goes out and it comes into the bank. Very careful. On both the sides, we pass entries, therefore, this is opposite entry, means contra. This is contra entry. Right. You are writing the figure there in the cash column, therefore, you write by bank account. You are writing the figure on the bank column, therefore, you should write here to cash account. So, the same thing is opposite. When amount is withdrawn for office use, when amount is withdrawn from office use, from the bank it goes out. Bank line therefore, from the bank it goes out and the cash come in. Okay, the opposite of this. Then after 3rd, 4th one, received cash from Shyamala and Co. 9,380 received cash. So this is the receipt side. From whom? Shyamala and Co. To Shyamala and Co. Shyamala and Co. 9,380 cash received. 9,380. And from the same Shyamala and Co. discount allowed to them. Discount allowed to them is 120 rupees. What does it mean? For the amount to be received 9,500, only 9,380 is received. It means 120 is the discount allowed to Shyamala and Co. Goods sold for cash on 10. When goods are sold for cash, cash is received. What it is? It is sales to sales account. 7,600 cash received. Then cash purchases. This is on 11. By purchases account. Goods are purchased for cash by purchases account. 11,750. 11,750. Then gave Batma a check for rupees 21,375 and was allowed a discount of 125. Gave Batma a check. Is it Batma gave a check or gave Batma a check? For rupees 21,375. 21,375. That is, it was given to Batma and was allowed a discount of. Here, I said in other problems itself, here the language is with the problem or the sentence is played with some kind of language, that is grammar. That is, was allowed means here received. It was allowed by someone else, by Batma, and therefore what we did, we received. But to avoid all those confusions, what you must do, when you pass entries on the credit side, you should write the discount also on the credit side. When you pass entry on the debit side, you write the discount along with it on the debit side itself. That is easy for you. Gave Batma a check. That means Batma, to Batma a check was given. On what date? 12th. So by Batma account. 21,000. The check was given and therefore the amount will be going out of the bank. The amount is 21,375. 21,375. And the discount was allowed means it is received 125. Instead I said, you can easily remember, when check was given to someone else, from the bank only the amount will go out. நம்ம யாருக்காவது செக் கொடுக்குறோம், அவன் எடுத்துட்டு போய் என்ன செய்வான், பேங்க்ல கொடுத்து மாத்துவான். அப்ப எங்க இருந்து அமௌண்ட் போகுது? பேங்க்ல. So that is why we are passing entry there in the bank column. And therefore the corresponding discount will be on the credit discount column only. Okay, then purchased a printer by check. This is also a printer by check. 18th by printer account. This is a purchase, only payment. If cash is paid, we can write it in the cash column. The amount is paid by check, therefore we should write it on the bank column. 7,600. 7,600. Then next one, received cash from Rajasekhar. 23rd, received cash to Rajasekhar account. To Rajasekhar account. 14,320. Received cash, therefore cash column only. 14,320. 14,320. Discount allowed to him 180. So the amount we have received, therefore discount also will appear here. Now we should find the total of this. Okay, leave 1 or 2 lines gap to write the balance carried down and the brought down. Under it you write, keep ready the total box. As I said in other classes, there is no balance for discount column. You should add and write 120 plus 180, it is 300. Here on the credit side, the discount received is only 125. Right now, you go to the cash column now. In cash, we can debit cash column, you add and write 0, 0, 3, remainder 1, 56,300. Then on the credit side, the total 15 plus 1, 16, 26,750. Debit side, the total 56,300. Credit side, cash column total 26,750. Write the greater total on both the sides, 56,300. And here also 56,300. Now we can find the balancing figure for cash column, that is missing amount 0, 5, 12 minus 7, 5, 15 minus 6, 9, 4 minus 2, 2, 29,550, we should write 29,550. Where it is missing, this is the balancing figure here in the cash column credit side, that is 29,550. Against it, what we should write? Carry down by balance, carry down. The last date of the month, September 30th. September 30th. That side carried down, therefore this opposite side brought down. The amount in the cash column 29,550. Right. Here, what is the date? After September, it is October 1st. That's all. To balance brought down. Then next one, we should go to the back column. See the bank column now. Under this, what is the debit side total? 15,000. Only one entry in the bank column. But in the credit side total, 5, 7 plus 7, 14, remainder 1, 1 plus 6, 7, 7 plus 3, 10, remainder 1, 12, remainder 1, 42,045. 42,045. Which is the greater total? 42,045. 42,045. Where the amount is missing, you can find easily. This side the greater total, this side only 15,000. Here only missing. How much is missing? From this you minus this. 5 minus 0, 5. 4 minus 0, 4. 0 minus 0, 0. 12 minus 5, 7. 3 minus 1, 2. 27,045. So, this is the missing amount or the balancing figure in the bank column, that is 27,045. For this, what we have to write? To balance carry down. The date is the last date of the month, September. Since this side carry down, the brought down will be on the opposite side by balance brought down. The amount is 27,045. The date for this is October 1st. So, we have completed this 3-column cash book, but I should explain you some more things now. This is illustration 7, what I taught now. In this, what is the speciality? The first point itself is the speciality. For cash balance, it is ordinary balance, therefore you can write it on the debit side. But for bank balance, it is clearly mentioned, it is bank balance creditor, so you write it on the credit side. Sometimes instead of giving bank balance creditor, they may give bank overdraft. They may give bank overdraft. In that case, what you can do? Write it on the credit side. If it is ordinary balance, that is bank balance, if it is, you can write it here itself. You need not write on both the sides. That is the first point. Then, what is the next one? Amount is paid into bank. When cash paid into bank cash goes out and it comes into the bank. This is what we have done. After 3 on 4th. Cash received from Shyamala and Co. Cash received from Shyamala and Co. So when cash is received, the cash column amount is given and the corresponding discount is in the discount column. After 4th, then 10th, it is cash sales. Whenever the goods are sold for cash, cash comes in, cash number received, therefore it comes in. Therefore, to sales account 7,600. Then the purchases are made, that is, goods are purchased by paying cash. Therefore, cash goes out Therefore, 11,750 goes out. Then, the next one on 12th, paid to Padma by check, gave check to Padma. So, when check is given, the amount will be paid by the bank. From the bank only it goes out. யாருக்காவது நம்ம செக் கொடுத்தோம்னா செக் எடுத்துட்டு போய் அவங்க பேங்க்ல போட்டு பணம் வாங்கிட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. So from the bank only the cash goes out, that is amount goes out. Therefore, this column, the corresponding discount will be in the discount column. Then after 12 to 18, a printer was purchased by paying a check, by giving a check. So since a check is given from the bank only, the amount goes out. Then afterwards, paid to Rajasekhar or cash received from Rajasekhar. Yes, received cash from Rajasekhar. That is the question. So cash is received 14,320. The corresponding discount is 180. Now we have completed all the entries here. We can attend the cash column with the cash column and then bank column with the bank column. Cash column, debit total 56,300. Credit total 26,750. Therefore, the greater total 56,300 I have written on both the sides. Where the amount is missing, that is balancing figure on the credit side, that is 29,550. So, against the cash balance on the credit side, the balance carried down last date of the month, opposite side, October 1st to balance brought down the same amount. But regarding the bank total, debit side total 15,000, credit side total 42,045, which is the greatest total. 42,045, you write the total on both the sides. And how much is missing? Here only on the debit side only it is missing. So what we should write here, if you minus 27,045 you write, against it you write the balance carried down. For bank balance, debit side carried down, therefore on the credit side it is brought down. Okay? Don't think both the balance will appear on the carried down on the credit side, then both will be brought down, will be on the debit side. Don't think so. Like this also the problem may come. Okay. Every 25 நிமிஷத்துக்கு ஒரே போடணும்.